Hi, Muses. Welcome to day 4 of the 5-day client attraction challenge. So we are almost done. We are coming to the end, and I'm like a little like, oh my God, I can't believe we're almost at the end because I've been having such a great week with you. I was excited for this challenge. It's been so much fun putting all of the content together for you. And I knew it was going to be good, but oh my goodness, you guys have completely blown me out of the water with how much you are showing up for yourselves, showing up for your business, taking massive action, putting yourself out there and doing your first live streams, posting, creating your packages, figuring out who your target client is. And I am like over the moon impressed by you and all the amazing stuff that you're doing. So the tool that I was using to do the shares is not working right now. Mercury is obviously in retrograde. So let me just go into the group and share this link. I see you guys are starting to come in, so you're starting to find it. So as you come in, say hello. Let me know, give me some hearts if you can hear me okay, that you can see me okay. And if you see anyone in the room struggling, like, oh my gosh, where's the live? Help them out, send them this link. So I'm gonna put this link right here. And you guys can share that link with anyone. And I'm just going to pop into the group. And let me just see here. It's here now. Yeah, so I was using Be Live, and actually I thought it was Be Live's fault, but it's not their fault. So Facebook is doing something where they are not letting third-party products like do live streams into groups. And obviously they don't let anyone know ahead of time. They just do whatever it is that they want to do. But we're here. I see it filling up, so I'm super happy. I would super appreciate you guys just saying hello, letting me know that you can hear me okay. And also, I would really appreciate you hitting the share button. Again, I've been really loving all you guys sharing, and a lot of new people have been able to find the content because of you sharing. And so who knows, you might put it in front of someone who really is trying to figure out what their purpose is, what their passion is, and turn it into a business, and then they come along here. So today what we are talking about is an awesome topic. I think they're all my favorite topics, but I think it's one of my favorite topics because I'm talking about building your tribe, okay? And when you start to build your tribe in your business, no matter what your topic is, you start to feel so supported in every single thing that you do because you have a community that you can talk to, that you can connect with. And as much as my community learns from me, I also learn so much from them. I actually really remember at one point when I was starting to go on my spiritual journey, and like I always had some interesting spiritual things happen to me, but I didn't really know quite how to explain it. And when I kind of like came out of the closet and talked to my community about it, some of the girls, like especially Robin and Tiffany, like came right out and gave me all these great tips. And so when you start to build your tribe, when you start to build a community around what it is that you are excited to talk about and what it is that you want to achieve mastery in, you really form such a tight-knit little girl gang, and the benefits go way further than you could ever recognize. So I'm gonna just look through, and Shamia said you should see me running across the parking lot from the gym to get here. You are so cute. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna look through and give you guys, whoever is sharing, some shout outs. So thank you, Chudney, so much. Chudney, thank you so much for sharing. Melissa says she can hear me loud and clear. Sabrina Iris got it to work. Okay, I'm so glad you guys are getting this to work. Thank you guys so much for hitting the share button. So let me pull up my notes. Guys, I'm taking this week so seriously for you. Like I have notes, like we are doing this thing, right? Okay, so how would it feel for you to effortlessly build a tribe of women or men, depending on who your target client is, who love what you do, who look up to you, who send you messages saying that you have transformed their lives, who send you messages saying how much you've helped them, how much you've helped them elevate, how much you've helped them reach their goals? How would that feel to have that community of hundreds or even of thousands of people who look up to you and love what you do and allow you to do what you do even more so? How would that feel? How would it feel to have a tribe that follows you? They read all of your content, they appreciate what you do, and they follow you so closely and really respect and receive all the content that you put out, that when it's time for you to launch a paid program, they're like, duh, of course I'm going to sign up, because they connect with you, they respect you, they have a great relationship with you, and so it makes sense for them to take that next step. So how would it feel if you had a community of 20, 30, 40,000 people that loved what you do and were excited to hop on your programs as soon as you put them out there? I have actually had an amazing last couple of weeks. I have kind of been launching a top secret project, and you guys will hear about it soon, but I've been just telling friends and contacts and past clients about it, and I've already sold $15,000 of this upcoming program in the last 2 weeks, and it's not until November. So some of you guys might know what it is, but it's pretty amazing to know that your community supports you that much. They're like-minded enough that when you put out a paid program, they are like ready to scoop that up. So how would that feel for you if you had that same community? Type out yes, or type out how that would feel if that was truth for you, okay? And how would it feel to have an incredible tool so that you feel balanced, you feel excited, you feel confident, even if you're about to sell, even if you're about to do a live stream, you feel ready for anything? How would that feel? Let me know. By the way, I want to ask you guys, who did your homework, okay? Which one of you guys did your homework? Okay, so our homework from last night, I hope you guys were here last night, was to craft your package. So what we did was we talked about the transformation that you help your clients create, and we talked about crafting your package that will create a powerful transformation for your dream client. So type down in the comments below if you created your package, okay? So this is gonna be your package that helps transform your clients from their before that they're not so happy with to their after that they're super excited with, okay? And then also, did you create a name for your package? So if you guys created a name for your package, let me know below. I really want to know what you guys are naming your package. And I just realized I want to share this to my page. So just give me 1 second. So if you guys have done your homework, type it down in the comments. I want to know, and I think it'll be really motivating for everyone else to see everyone who's creating your content. So put that down below while I'm just sharing this over to my Facebook business page. Hopefully it works. Okay, cool. All right. And now let me go back to my notes. I feel like, there we go. Perfect. So that was part of your homework. Also part of your homework, so you're supposed to craft your package, you're supposed to come up for a name with it, and you are also supposed to do the subconscious mind exercise to make sure that you're in alignment with your price points. Okay, so who did that homework? Let me know. So I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story. All right, so you know that tonight we're going to be talking about building your tribe, getting you in front of thousands of women, having people ready for your paid launches, ready to say, I want to sign up, me, right? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm also going to be giving you an amazing tool to help you lower stress and anxiety when you're putting yourself out there. But I want to tell you a story. And I actually wish that I had this tool that helps you lower stress and anxiety when I was going through this. Because when I had kind of built my tribe, right? I kind of built my tribe, but I hadn't yet quit my business, okay? So when I first quit my business, I had a few clients, my membership site was making money. I had been saving up some money for my membership site growing, so I felt like a little bit safer about it, right? But when I quit my job, the first week, I kind of went into fear mode, right? I kind of went into thinking of the worst case scenario. I thought, well, you know, I've got clients before, but what if I don't get clients anymore? Or what if the money runs out? And I got into fear, and I got into self-sabotage, and I got into thinking about only the worst case scenario. And so what I did when I did that was I got myself really, really stuck. I got myself really, really panicked, really, really stressed. And it's funny because the world was still turning. I still had my audience. I still had my website, whatever, but I was freaking out, right? And then all of a sudden, I think I had a conversation with a friend, and all of a sudden, I realized that something came up in the conversation where I realized that I was keeping myself stuck. I was keeping myself focused on the worst case scenario. I was thinking that things were so much worse than they really were, right? I had no proof that things were all going to go downhill, yet that's what I was assuming was going to happen. Why? Because it was fear-based. So at that moment, I was feeling a lot of resistance. But what I did, even though I felt that resistance, I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I felt like, oh no, what if it doesn't work out? Even though I felt that resistance, what I did was I took a step past the resistance. I took a step past the fear. And I thought, what would I do if I was being the most successful version of myself? So at that moment, what I did was I went into Google Forms. I created an application form for people to apply to work with me for a 3-month coaching program. I put it out because I had already been adding content. I had already been giving value. I put it out there, and immediately 12 people signed up for a free discovery call. And from that, I don't remember the exact number, but from that, a few people signed up with me, and I had my first 8K month. So I went from fear, I went from, oh my God, how am I ever gonna pay my bills? I went from stress and worry and like imagining like the worst case scenario to all of a sudden having an 8K month. And then I realized, oh my gosh, this works. So I continued that momentum. The next month I had a 13K month. So I made over 20K in the first 2 months after I quit my job. And I went from panicked to being like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that making this much money was possible. Okay. So I want you to remember this story, right? Because, you know, some of you guys, you might be facing fear. You might be thinking of the worst case scenario. You might be worried that you're never going to be able to pay your bills again. And in that moment, and what we're going to talk about tonight is I want you to ask yourself, am I taking the action that I would take if I was the most successful version of myself, right? Because what happens is, and I'm going to get a little into manifestation, but what happens is the universe is waiting for you to take that first step. It's going to wait for you to figure out what frequency am I vibrating at and act from that step. And when you take that first step from that level, it's going to meet you there. Okay, so you have to take that first step through the resistance, through the fear, getting out of the scarcity mindset and getting into that abundance mindset, recognizing that there's more than enough clients for you. There's more than enough money. There's more than enough opportunities out there. No one can take any opportunity away from you. It's just up to you to stand in your power and create that opportunity, okay? As humans, we are all creators. So I really want you to remember that. Let me know if that story resonates with you. I'm seeing lots of hearts, guys. And by the way, make sure you hit that share button. Melissa's saying my legacy is 10 million lives served. I love that. Bijou, I hope I'm saying that right. So did the homework, finding yourself in sport. Love that. How to create soap like a badass. Oh, cool. Are you showing people how to make soap? There's actually a soap place in my little neighborhood that they seem like they're doing really well. They have a huge store and really cute soaps. All right. Amazing. You guys saying I love my tribe. Oh, someone said I look lovely. Oh, thank you. Okay. You guys are super cute. So by the way, guys, this week I'm doing my little energetic match scholarship. So what I want you guys to remember is that you attract the energy that you put out. So what I want you to do is really show up for yourself today, show up for yourself this week. If you're behind on the homework, if you're behind on the live streams, go back and watch them, do the work and start putting yourself out there. Like I just said, me going crazy in my own head when I first started was not going to help me get any clients. I had to go out there and start talking to people and start acting as if, and that's how I started to attract them. So what I want you guys to do is make sure you're showing up on the live, commenting as much as you can, letting me know if you relate, letting me know if you have questions, letting me know if I'm on the right track with the content, and hitting that share button. And at the end of the week, which is tomorrow, I am going to go through, I'm going to find the person who I feel like has shown up the most, did the homework, and you're going to get a one-on-one session with me, and we're going to dig into everything that you guys are doing. So what you're working on, I'm going to help you strategize. I'm going to help you find your focus. And I've been looking at you guys. You're just all so incredible. And I'm like, who am I going to choose? It's going to be a really hard choice. Okay, so let's get right into this. So building your tribe. So Starting off to build your tribe really just starts with you thinking about who is it that I want to help, who is it that I want to support, and really a great way to get back is to give. So how I started building my tribe was by creating amazing content that I thought would really, really help serve the people who I wanted to serve, right? And so when I first started, I was writing a lot. I felt like I was the best communicator when I would just type out content, right? So I was just writing lots of blog posts, writing little Facebook posts. Facebook Live wasn't even a big thing yet. People were using Periscope here and there, but video wasn't as huge. Now, in hindsight, for me, I feel like video is so much better to communicate your message, to make that connection, to build that relationship. And the reason is because, well, there's so many different reasons, but I know for me, I remember a face so much more than I remember a logo, right? And also, you're going to remember someone on a much deeper level when you can have a real conversation with them. So if you can get to that point of confidence where you're showing up on your live streams or you're creating videos, people are going to remember your face so much better. A lot of my friends are travel bloggers and Instagrammers, and they're always telling me too that they notice that the women who do YouTube and also do Instagram modeling or whatever have way higher engagement. And it doesn't surprise me because they're not just posting photos. They're not as anonymous, just posting cute outfits. They're actually having a real conversation, and the people who follow them feel like they're a part of their life. So what I want you to do is ask yourself, how can I bring my audience into my life? Now, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, video scares the hell out of me, and there's just no way you're doing it, I encourage you to step into your power and to show up in that way. However, if it's just completely out of the question, what I want to tell you is just start, okay? If a text is the only way that you can do it right now, if writing blog posts and Facebook posts is the only way you can do it right now because you have so much fear, it's way better for you to start and build that momentum than to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, because you can still get a long way with text content, right? Especially if you're focusing on building your SEO, you can potentially rank in Google and start to drive traffic that way. So my first advice is start. My second advice is if you have the confidence to do video, do it. And believe me, I know you're watching me right now and you're like, oh, it's easy for you, Reese. You're so confident on video. But it took me a long time to get to this point where I can just talk to a camera for an hour and not feel nervous and not feel bugged out that I'm just looking at a little black piece of plastic, right? I started off being terrible. I started off doing a live and being like, oh my God, that was embarrassing, and hitting the delete button. I had to work my way up to this point. So like I always say, success is a habit. So if you can get into that habit of showing up, if you can get into that habit of creating video or doing speaking or whatever it is, you're only going to get better and better and better. So let me know, guys, if you're watching this, let me know if you see yourself doing live streams or video, or you see yourself doing text, okay? Okay, so Na's saying, I'd love to have a community behind me. My dream client is on my vision board. Vanessa's saying, how many times do you recommend going live per week? And I think Na's asked, how often should we go live? So it really comes down to your strategy. It comes down to your strategy. I know that a few months ago, I was really consistently going live every single day, and it was really, really positive for me because I was building that relationship with people. They were getting to know me. And so what I would say is when you're first starting out, if you can do it every day or be very, very consistent with it, that has worked well for me. But I can't honestly say that there's one right answer. The right answer is what works best for you. So can you fit it into your schedule every day, every other day, whatever it is? One thing that I know really works well for me is when I promote before the live stream. So see, like I'm promoting and I see so much more engagement because you guys know to meet me here for this live stream and to be there, right? If I'm not promoting, you know, with the algorithm always changing, you never know how many people are going to show up. So what I would say is it's up to you to decide how often you want to show up for your live stream. Being consistently showing up every single day is a great way to build that trust and that consistency with your audience, because they know, okay, she shows up every day with amazing content, so I'm going to follow her. So if you can get into that pattern, you can tell your audience ahead of time when you're going to show up, and you can train them to show up for you. That way, when you're ready to launch a product, they're there waiting for you as well. Chandler's saying, I'm starting out with text, would love to do videos soon. So the cool thing about that is if you're starting with text, what you can do is you can start to put out content, and then when people start to read your blog or your posts and you start to get comments and questions, that's going to build your confidence so much, because you're going to see like, oh my God, people are actually relating to what I have to say. They respect me. They have questions for me. And that's actually going to fuel even more content, right? So if any of you guys are asking like, where am I going to get content from? Don't worry about doing a year's worth of content right now. Just do 2 or 3 days worth of content. Once you start to get questions from people, once you start to see what the trends are and what people are reacting to, that's going to give you so many more ideas for more content, okay? So like I was saying before, lives and videos work best for me, but if text is your thing, just do it as long as you start. That is the important part. Now, always remember the 80-20 rule. By the way, guys, if you're just joining in, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Say hello and let me know if you've done your homework and what you're working on. So remember the 80-20 rule, okay? So the 80-20 rule is that a lot of people, when they first start, they're just creating blog posts and blog posts and blog posts and blog posts, but people don't see them. So remember, for every little 20% of content you create, promote 80%, right? So whatever amazing piece of content you get, try and get that in front of more people. If you create an amazing little mini blog post, repurpose that content into an email, repurpose that content into a Facebook post, put it into different Facebook groups if you can. Go to your Instagram and post a similar piece on Instagram. Go make a video about it. So instead of racking your brain trying to think of all these new different things, just really hone in on what your zone of genius is, and remember that you can repurpose content on different platforms so that it's the same amount of energy, but it goes that much further. But always remember the 80-20 rule, because if you're just creating and creating and creating, but nobody's seeing it, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to not feel good about it, because you're going to feel like you're doing so much work, but people aren't really seeing it. And that's what's going to give you your energy, when people see it, when they respond, when they ask questions, when they relate to you. So make sure that you're following the 80-20 rule. Don't get burnt out. You want to have eyes on your content. Now, a really cool thing for me is tracking, right? So when you start to create the content, make sure you're tracking. Ask yourself, what's getting me the most feedback right now, right? If I post something, what kind of posts get the most shares? What get the most comments? What get the most hearts, right? What do people actually want? You're creating value for people, right? And so you want to make sure that you're putting out content that, yes, of course, you love to create it, but people are also in alignment with that too. So ask yourself, what is in alignment with what it is that I'm putting out, okay? Where, when you put out content, do you get requests from people asking you questions, asking you, do you have a course on this? Or do you have coaching on this, right? So really just look at what's working for you and document it, because then you can go back to it later when you're looking for ideas for content and say, oh, well, this really worked and this didn't work, right? This is a business, after all, that you guys are working on. So really just look at what's working for you, what's bringing in the most income, and whatever's not working, put that on the back burner for now and focus on what's really working, because you can supercharge your results if you really just focus on what's actually working for you. Good business owners just do more of what is working and then slow down what isn't. So just test, right? You can do A/B testing. So if you have landing pages that you're promoting, do some A/B testing. Try one way and then try another way, and then see what works the best for you. If you are trying to promote your blog posts, use things like Google Analytics, and you can actually see how much traffic you're driving, from which platforms are working the best for you, and what's converting the best for you. If you have an email list that you're growing, Look at your reports of your email list, right? Most people only read the subject lines, right? Before they actually click to open up the email. So are your subject lines actually encouraging people to open it up? Look at your subject lines. Ask yourself, if I receive this email, would I open up this email? That's a really important question to ask, because you want to be getting in the minds of the people who you want to connect with and really making sure that your content is connecting with them in the right way. Also looking at your likes, looking at shares, looking at hearts, looking at questions, looking at comments, and seeing what kind of posts get the most reaction. So I'm not saying that you need to obsess over this. I'm not saying to stare at your Instagram all day and look at what's getting the most hearts. You don't have to obsess, but it is really positive to just be aware of what is working for you. So if you like that, let me know. Leave me some hearts. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the different places to share your content. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Cool. So, seeing lots of comments. You guys are all like talking to each other. I love it. Super cool. All right, cool. All right. So let's just talk about the different places that you can share and how it will benefit you in different ways. So for me, if I have a big focus on growing my email list, a great place to do that is with your blog. So especially if it's evergreen content, if you're trying to grow your blog with evergreen content, and by the way, evergreen means it doesn't fade away. It doesn't get old. If I was writing about Easter, for example, that wouldn't really be evergreen because that's only relatable 1 week of the year. But if I was writing about how to increase your sales in your business, that is evergreen because people are always going to be searching for that type of content. So if you're creating content that is evergreen, a great place to have that is on your blog post, because what you can do is you can work on your SEO, you can share it to multiple different places, you can share it to all your different social media platforms, and get traffic back from all these different places. And then within your blog post, put links so that you can grow your email list. So link people to your landing page so that they can put their email in and sign up for your email list. And that way, when you have offers coming up, you can just share it with them over and over again. Another great place is Instagram. So you guys all know, you probably follow me on Instagram. You know that I love Instagram. Instagram is such a great place to share your lifestyle. So whenever I'm traveling, like I go to LA a lot. Last year I was in like Bali and Nicaragua. I think it's a really great place to show like your life and what you're up to and really help your audience get to know you kind of as a full person, right? So not just talking about like your products or your services or your business, but also just getting to know who you are on a personal level. You can also use Instagram in so many different ways. So I use this tool called Linktree, and Linktree, I can put my link in bio, and then what I can do is I can link to my landing page so I can grow my email list. If I have an offer, I can put my Linktree offer or my offer in my Linktree. If I'm trying to grow my Facebook group, I can put that link in there. And then if I'm doing a live on my Instagram or I'm doing a story, I can talk about that. So in the last couple of weeks, I've been talking a lot about the challenge, and I created some cute little graphics in Canva. And then I was inviting people to join the challenge, and I was sending them over to my landing page. So that's something that you can do as well. YouTube is something that I haven't experimented with a lot, but a lot of my past clients have had huge success with YouTube. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is with Facebook, if you post content, it kind of goes away after a while. And with Instagram, the same thing. But with YouTube, that content stays there. And if it's good quality content and people are watching it all the way through and you've keyworded it properly, when people are searching for whatever you've titled your YouTube, you still have the opportunity for that to show up months or even years after you created it. So creating that really good, high quality, evergreen content, those videos, and putting it on YouTube, you have an opportunity to reach people who are searching with intent, right? When people go on YouTube, a lot of the time they're not just passively watching, like how we passively scroll on Instagram. When people go on YouTube, a lot of the time they're seeking out something specific. They're going on YouTube saying, searching on manifesting tips, or how to make money online, or how to cleanse my crystals, or whatever it is. People are seeking things specifically. So if you create a YouTube video and you make it evergreen and you're using the right keywords and you are titling it in a way that's really enticing and and using the right thumbnails, people can still come across that content for years to come. The same goes with Pinterest. So if you're creating those blog posts that are evergreen and then sharing it to Pinterest, whereas on Instagram, when you post something, the views kind of go down, on Pinterest, when you post something, people repin it and repin it and repin it. So it grows and grows and grows, and more people see it. I actually just happened to look at my Pinterest yesterday, and I have 1.3 million impressions a month on Pinterest, and I barely spent any time on Pinterest, but I have a specific Pinterest strategy. I actually have a course on it. It's called Pinterest to Profits. And in this strategy, I show you how to set up your blog posts, get them onto Pinterest, and then turn it into an automated system so that more and more people are seeing your blog posts every day. So Pinterest is actually one of the top drivers of traffic to my website. And then when people find my website on Pinterest, they join my email list, and then when they're on my email list, they can sign up for my products and services. So don't sleep on Pinterest. I know everyone thinks that it's just for wedding planning. It's absolutely not. It's such a powerful tool. And last but not least, Facebook. So Facebook has been huge for me for growing my business, especially Facebook groups, and especially when I was first starting out. So remember how I told you that little story of when I first quit my job? I was like, freaking out, like, oh my God, how am I gonna make money? So what I did when I posted that application is I had been working really, really hard on growing my Facebook group and creating a really awesome, tight-knit community. And so when I got out of my freak out moment and I was like, okay, I need to start attracting clients, when I created the application to start attracting clients, I put it into my Facebook group, and that's where I attracted those discovery calls, and that's how I made the $20,000 in the first couple months that I quit my job, which was like pretty crazy, right? So Facebook groups are incredible. It's a great place for you to just create a tight-knit community full of people who are like-minded, who are interested in something similar. You can pop in there every day. You can have connections. You can make great friendships. I've made so many cool friendships and connections from Facebook groups. Actually, one of my really good friends, Alyssa, who lives around the corner, I met her from a Facebook group. So you never know what can happen. So Facebook groups are great. And then also just posting on your personal profile and on your Facebook business page. So my advice to you, if you're using Facebook groups to get yourself out there, to get yourself in front of more people and to grow your tribe, is on your personal Facebook page, create a link to your business page. So create your business page talking about whatever it is that you do. And then on your personal Facebook page, say your title and say what your business is. So mine says coach at Yes Supply. So that way, if I was going out there trying to find clients in a Facebook group, I could go post in Facebook groups. And even if I'm not necessarily allowed to promote in Facebook groups, what I can do is just post some content, some value, some education, whatever that is. And what will happen is people will come from the Facebook group. They'll come to my personal page and they'll say, oh, she's a coach at Yes Supply. Interesting. They'll click on Yes Supply, and then they'll go to my business page, and then they'll see if I have an offer, if I have a challenge, if I have a freebie, if I have a new course, whatever it is. So it's really, really beneficial. Make sure that if you have a personal Facebook page and you have a business Facebook page, that you're making sure that your business Facebook page looks amazing. And then also make sure that it's linked, because I see a lot of people who are spending a lot of time in Facebook groups, but then it's not necessarily linked. And I just feel like they're missing out on a lot of new leads to their email list by missing out on that link. Yes, you can go into Facebook groups, start conversations, and even get clients just from doing that. But why not have that extra step so that you can connect with people on multiple different levels? Okay, so I kind of went on a tangent right there. And next, what I want to talk to you about is creating with an objective. So by the way, guys, did that help? Okay, so I'm not saying I did not know that about Pinterest. When I said Pinterest has helped me with my vision every day. Yes, Pinterest is like the unknown amazing tool. Hi, Ashley, thanks for joining. Can't get on, my app isn't updating. Oh no. I don't know if you're talking about Pinterest or the live, but hopefully not the live. Hopefully you're here. Vanessa says, I know what my package is and what I want. So if you guys are watching this right now, which obviously you are, because how else would you hear me? Just hit that share button. I would love to get this in front of more people. And now I'm going to talk about creating with an objective. So more water. By the way, guys, if you're wondering why my water looks like this, I put lemon in my water. I just like it. All right. So creating with an objective. So this is really important to remember. When you're creating your content, you want to create with an objective. If you're spending your time and your energy and maybe even your money creating amazing content, you want to make sure that you're keeping that objective in mind. Your objective is, well, you run a business, so you want to sell your product or service. So if your service, for example, is a web design course, you're showing people how to design their own websites. You don't want to be going out there and creating a whole bunch of content on like raising horses, right? Because what's going to happen is if you're talking about raising horses all day, you're going to start to attract people who are interested in raising horses. And then when you tell them about your product, about web development, they're going to be like, that's cool, but I don't really care. Why don't you launch a product about horses, right? So what you want to always think about when you're creating your content is this all in alignment? Does it make sense? Is my step 1, which is my free content, in alignment with my step like 5, which is selling my product, right? It all has to be in alignment. So when you're starting to grow your tribe, have that idea in mind of, okay, what is the product that I see myself selling one day, so that when you get that group of people together who are all excited about your product, who are all excited about what it is that you have to offer in your free content, then when you come out with that service, you have an entire list of people who are pretty much shoo-ins for your content because they show up for the free stuff. So of course, if they feel like they're getting amazing value and education and inspiration from your free stuff, it's only going to be an easy next step for them to say, yep, I'm signing up 100%. I want to get the paid thing. Your free stuff has helped me so much that it makes perfect sense for me to work with you on a deeper level. So does that make sense? So when you guys are creating that free content, always think, what is the end goal, right? And it's not saying that the free content that you create is only about selling, but you just want to make sure that you're creating the right type of community so you can have a really, really thriving company and business as well, right? You want the right people for your coaching program so that when you promote that coaching program, it's really easy to fill it up. Okay? Now let's talk about actually launching. So we talked about building your tribe. So if you're showing up consistently, you're creating incredible content, you're putting content maybe on your blog or your Facebook or your Instagram, and you're aiming to get people on different platforms, right? So some people are in your email list. Some people might be in your email list and your Facebook group. Some people might be on your Instagram and your Facebook group. People might be kind of in different little pockets, and that's great because then whenever you put something out there, you know that you're probably going to catch people on a few different platforms. Because I might be on your email list, but I might not see your email that day. But if I go and search your name on Instagram, then I'll be able to see what you're talking about there. So when you're doing that, when you're building that momentum, when you're building that community, now let's talk about actually launching your program. So if you've built your community right and you have people who are ready to show up for you, who are ready to hear what you have to say, who are ready to purchase your program, they're going to be excited, right, for whatever it is that you launch. So for you, what I want you to remember is to open yourself up to receiving, right? Open yourself up to receiving. So if you're giving this amazing value, like I said with the universe, you have to give and then you get back. You give and you receive. So what I want you to do is make sure that every little bit you're putting your products and services out there. You're talking about what it is that you have to offer. And I did a post on this earlier today, but selling doesn't have to feel like selling. It doesn't have to feel scary. It can feel like you're just talking about something that you love, right? So have you ever read a book, for example, where you read the book and you're like, oh my gosh, this book absolutely changed my life. Like, I love the story. It's just incredible. I need to tell everyone about it. So when you go to work, you tell all your coworkers about the book, and you go on Instagram and you say, hey, everyone, you need to read this book. It's the best book ever. When you believe in your product and service, it's the exact same. When you believe in the thing that you sell, selling it doesn't feel like selling. It just feels like talking about your favorite book or your favorite movie or your favorite TV show, okay? And that's why the exercise we did yesterday is so important. Get behind the value that you give so that when you start to talk about it, it's easy to talk about it. It just feels like you're talking about your favorite book with a friend. So it can be an easy transition to move from giving value, giving that free value, that education, that inspiration, into actually talking about the product and service that you sell. Does that make sense? Okay. And the good thing is, because you have been creating the free content with an objective, then when it's time for you to transition into selling, you know that you have a group of people who are excited about what you have to talk about. Okay. Now what I want to talk to you about is trusting the entire process. Okay. So now that you've built your community, you have a group of people who are there. They love what you have to say. They're showing up to your live streams. They're reading your emails and your blog posts. And it's time for you to finally launch. There can be those feelings of fear, right? There can be those feelings of scarcity or lack, just like the story that I told you. But what's really important for you is that when you're building this business, remember that you're here for the long haul. It's not just about the next product. It's not just about that next client. You're in it for the long haul. So don't get in a place of fear or scarcity if you're launching your product or service. Remember that every single step that you take is a learning experience. And at every single moment, you're going to get better and better and better. And if you show up offering your products from a place of fear or scarcity, people are going to feel that energy and they're going to resist. So what I want to remind you, and you might even want to write this down, is to trust. Trust that the people who are ready to take the next step in their business are going to show up. Trust that just like how you have invested in yourself, you've invested the time and energy in your business, trust that the people who need the help will invest for themselves. And when you trust the universe, you trust the process, you believe in the value that you have to give, then you know deep down that the right people who are meant to be in that program will show up. The right people who are ready to make a change in their life and work with you will show up. And they might even show up in a way that you didn't understand or you didn't even realize at first. Maybe you'll do a webinar, right? And you'll do the webinar and maybe you won't get the outcome that you expect. But then you'll go on your email list and you'll promote it there, and then you'll get the results that you want. You'll post about it on your Facebook, and that time it doesn't really work. But then 3 months later, you do it and you have a huge, amazing result. What I'm trying to tell you is to trust the process, and at every single moment, you're getting better. Anytime you're putting energy into your craft, you're getting better, you're learning, you're getting that experience, you're getting closer with the people who you want to serve. So just always know to have fun with it, right? To have a good energy with it, to remember the whole reason that you're doing this is because you're fulfilling your purpose. And so if you're there, able to talk about the things that you want to talk about and able to promote the things that you're excited to promote, then you already are fulfilling your purpose. You don't need anyone else to give you permission for that. You are doing it on your own, and that's a beautiful thing. So at every single point in your business, and I've had so many different times where I feel nervous, like different public speaking opportunities where I feel nervous, or sometimes before a live stream I'll feel nervous, and then I always have to bring it back to, it's not about me, it's not about my ego, it's about the people who I want to serve, and the people who need what I have to offer are going to show up, and the people who see that it's worth it for them to really invest in themselves to take the right action, they will be there to take that action. And also a huge thing for me is I've invested like tens of thousands of dollars in myself this year. I've done coaching certifications, I've hired coaches, I've taken so many different courses, and I'm continuing to learn, and it's so much fun. And one thing that I've noticed is every single time I invest in myself, that investment comes back tenfold. Every single time I say, you know what, I value myself, I value my worth, I want to learn this next thing, not only to make myself better, but because I value my craft so much, I value what I do so much that I want to have the learnings to make it better for the people who follow me and for the people who watch me. Because I value what I do so much, and I'm not afraid to invest in myself, and I trust in the universe that when I invest in myself, that investment will come back tenfold. It always does. Like, for example, when I got my coaching certification, I instantly raised my rates to 10K, and a couple of weeks later I got my first 10K client. So really just trusting in the process, trusting that when I believe in myself and I believe in my capabilities enough, and I just move forward into the thing that feels really good for me, the results will pay off always for me. Okay, so who agrees with that? Who has ever had a time where you have gone all in for yourself and you've seen amazing stuff come from it? I'm going to read Chenny's question. Sorry, that was unclear. So for posting your coach when your personal Facebook page, what do you do when you have a regular 9 to 5? That's such a great question. So this really goes back into stepping into your power, right? So I had this kind of in-between time because I was working at a 9 to 5 job, and I also had Yes Supply. I had my coaching business. And so I kind of was like living a double life. I had my normal 9 to 5 Reese, and then I had at home Reese who was doing Yes Supply. And I remember when my worlds collided. I had just got featured in the Globe and Mail. So the Globe and Mail is probably one of the biggest newspapers in Canada. I think there's like top 3 newspapers, and they were one of them. And I just got featured in the Globe and Mail. And so I was getting tagged on Facebook, and people from my 9 to 5 was seeing my Facebook, and I was like, oh shit. And here's the thing. I had to make a decision. I had to decide which Reese is the one that I want to stay with forever. The 9 to 5 Reese, where the thing that I did yesterday is going to be the same thing that I do for the next 5 years, or the Yes Supply Reese that I'm going to follow my passion and purpose. And yes, it's a lot more scary. And yes, it's not the safe route that everyone else is doing and that everyone else tells me to take. But that was for me following my heart. And I decided, you know what? There's no point in hiding it. And I decided to just let my 2 lives merge, right? And I was scared, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I get fired? But that was the choice that I made, right? It was important enough for me to follow my passion, ideas for Yes Supply, and the way that I could change people's lives and the way that I could help people. My ideas were keeping me up at night. And if I had just stayed working my typical 9 to 5 job, I would be stifling my creativity, and I wouldn't be feeling fulfilled, and I wouldn't be feeling like I was following a passion. So I just went through that. And that was one of the best things that happened to me. It was scary when they first found out, but then it made me see that I can do both, right? I didn't get fired. They kept me, and they just had to live with the fact that this was what my passion was. This was my passion project. This is what I was going after. And eventually I got to that point where, well, first off, people from work were seeing what I was doing, and they thought it was really cool. They were congratulating me on a post, or they were congratulating me on something amazing that happened. And then when it came time to quit my job, they actually were very supportive. It was really cute. I don't know if I have the mug here, but they actually created a little, I think it was a mug, tote bag, and a mug that said Yes Supply on it, and a little tote bag that said Yes Supply on it. And they were super supportive and super nice to me when I left to take my business full time. So sometimes we assume the worst case scenario. Sometimes we assume that they won't accept us, but a lot of the time people are a lot more accepting than you think. You might actually find that your work appreciates that part of you that is a little bit more creative and doing things outside of the realm of what you're doing. Like for me, at my work, I was like taking part of initiatives that were female focused, right? Because they saw that I had that passion, and I got invited to do more creative stuff at work. So I know it's a little bit scary, but a lot of the time your work is really accepting that you have a side hustle. A lot of people do have side hustles. And if they're not accepting, trust in yourself that, you know, if you have to leave that job, when you just go head first into what it is that you dream of doing, you are going to have that 40 hours a week to make it happen. And you can just dive head first and get yourself out there and get the clients that you know you deserve. Because like I said, I held myself back for so long. I was fearing for so long, and then I quit my job and immediately had an 8K month and then a 13K month, right? And so like, how fast would that pay all your bills if you had a month like that? So just believe in yourself, believe that even if you had your back against the wall, trust in yourself that you're strong enough to do this, trust in yourself that you can make it work, because I'm literally just the exact same as you. I was super shy when I started. I was not confident, and I made it work, and I know that you guys can too, all right? So hopefully that helped. Deanna's saying, love this reminder. Melissa's saying, yep. Vanessa saying, can't wait for November. She's coming to my certification, my NLP certification. Okay, great. So guys, how would you like my help with crafting your offers to perfection. So this week we worked on crafting your offers, but how would you like my help with making that happen, with getting my eyes on your content? How would you like my feedback on what you're working on? So your sales pages, your copy, your text. How would you like access to the exact templates that I use to sell? So templates that I use to sell group coaching programs that get me 5-figure months, right? Or 5-figure clients. How would you like access to that? How would you like access to how I book discovery calls on autopilot? How would you like a step-by-step, in-depth process to building out your programs and organizing all that content in your head, all the value that you have to give into an amazing high-ticket $2,000, $3,000, or even $4,000 product? Type yes if this sounds good to you, okay? How would you like the exact tools that I use in my business to create video content, to create text content? How would you like access to sales strategies and sales psychology strategies that I use to build my tribe and also to make sales on autopilot? And how would you like to get introduced to Facebook ads so that even if you don't have a huge audience right now, you can get yourself and you can get your content in front of more people? How would you like to position yourself as an expert and a standout coach? I've been featured in Globe and Mail, in Flair magazine, and Nylon magazine. I spoke at the Girl Boss rally. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to speak into a stage of over 3,000 people. I've been featured in Elite Daily and in tons and tons of podcasts. How would you like that for you to get instant access to all of that knowledge and to know exactly how to position yourself as an expert in whatever it is that you love to do and reach more people faster? How does that sound to you guys? Am I seeing any yeses? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm seeing lots of yeses. Shani has her hand up. Amazing. So I really want to help you guys. I've been there at ground zero, trying to figure it out on my own, making a lot of mistakes, not knowing what to do, and now I've figured it out. And so what I want to do is I want to help you guys get there so much faster. I want to fast forward you to the success. So I want to give you the sales templates. I want to show you exactly how to write your emails. I want to show you how to get there faster because I believe in you. I've seen all the incredible work that you've done this week, and I want to help you get there faster. So I'm really excited to tell you about my program, Yes Dream Clients. I actually created this program and it's kind of been up on my website since November, and sales have been trickling in here and there, but I haven't officially launched it until right now. And so far, the women who have been taking this program have had amazing results. And so I'm super excited that I've had a few people test it out, get amazing results, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So some of the women who have taken it are having 10K. One of the girls having 15K months. People have said that they've literally started to sell before they even had their program out. So they got their first client before they even launched their program. And so I'm super, super excited to share this with you. So you can head over and look at the details at yessupply.co/dream-client. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you all of the stuff that you get. So let me just put this link there for you. You're going to just see the link right there, and you can click on it and you can read through the info as I share it with you. Oops, wrong one. That's the right one. Let me just pin the right one. Beautiful. So this is the right one. There we go. So go to the one that's pinned. So that one, yessupply.co/dream/clients. Okay, so I'm going to tell you all about what's in the program. I'm super excited to share it with you. So it's going to be 8 weeks with me. So if you've liked the last 5 days, imagine getting 8 weeks to hang out with me, to get my eyes on your content, to get my feedback, to get every single thing that you need from me, and a supportive community of women who are also building their businesses alongside of you. I just added the link right back there for you. So this is going to close on April 11th. When the doors close, the price is going up to $999. That's actually what the price of the course should be. But because I'm launching it for the first time and I love you guys so much, I thought long and hard of like, how much do I want to charge? How much do I want to price this at? And I wanted to make it really, really easy for you guys to get in. So it's only going to be $550 when I launch this time. And after that, after the doors close on April 11th, it's going up to $999. So this is for you if you are a coach who you're just starting out and you feel like you're getting in your own way. This is for you if you feel like you have a lot of value to offer, but you don't really know how to get it out into the world. This is for you if you keep wanting to start posting, you keep wanting to start showing up as the expert, but for some reason you just can't do it. You're too nervous, you're feeling fear, you're feeling scarcity, and you're not quite able to do the work. This is the support that you need to take that quantum leap to start making the money that you want, right? What I'm going to be showing you is how to create programs that the price is going to start at $2,000 and upwards. So as soon as you make your first sale, you're going to be able to pay off the course of this plus some, right? So what's included? In week 1, I'm going to be showing you first off how to create confidence and create the mindset habits of being a leader in your space. And when you sign up right now, you're actually going to get access to the week 1 content plus the entire workbook right now. So if you sign up right now, you're going to get instant access to the first week. How I've scheduled it is you are actually going to get double the content. So you're going to get a video, and it's about an hour-long video every single week that has the content. And that way, when you go to the live training with me, the live coaching session with me, it's more of a Q&A, and I get to teach you some really, really deep mindset and manifestation strategies and answer your questions. That means if you're working on a sales page, if you're working on an email, you can post that and I will look at it for you while we're live on that call, and you'll have access to all the other women in the program who are going to be there to support you. And we've all seen how supportive everyone is this week. So can you only imagine how amazing and supportive everyone is going to be in the session? So in week 1, we're going to be talking all about creating that confidence, right? Like I told you, I never used to be this confident. I used to be super shy. I used to be like shaking to do a live stream. I used to be shaking to speak in front of a group. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be speaking in front of 3,000 people. All right. I was just in a commercial where it got shown to thousands of people, and my face is going to be seen in a drugstore all across Canada in a couple of weeks. So it's pretty amazing stuff from where I started to where I'm going right now, and who knows where we're going next, right? I have a lot of amazing things planned. So I'm going to be showing you how to create that exact same confidence that I have. And I'm going to be there to support you, to help you believe in yourself, because the last thing that I want is to see you continue to feel stuck and continue to get in your own way. In week 2, we're going to be talking about identifying your dream client. So we're going to narrow down your niche, and we're going to get to know them on a personal level. And by the way, the link is yessupply.co/dream-clients. So we're going to narrow down your niche and get to know who your clients are on a personal level. So this week when you were with me, we talked about your target client avatar. I'm going to show you even deeper strategies that you need in order to really research who your target client is, understand how to speak to them, understand how to communicate with them, really do the research behind the scenes on what they need and what they're already looking for, so that it's easy for you to create a package that aligns to what they're looking for. Next, I'm going to show you how to create that knowledge, take that knowledge and turn it into a high ticket package. And I'm going to be here to support you every single step of the way to create products that sell, right? So if you've been wondering, okay, I have this package, but I don't know how to actually call it the right name so that people want to buy it. I don't know how to structure it. I don't know how long it will be. We will be going deep into how to actually structure your content. I'll be walking you through all of my favorite tech tools to creating content, whether it's videos, meditations, workbooks, all of that amazing stuff. So you're going to feel fully supported in every single step of creating your package. Next, I'm going to show you how to create masterful sales funnels. So you see a lot of people talking about sales funnels and you're like, what does that even mean? Sales funnels are powerful, and there's a ton of different sales funnels out there. I have sales funnels that help me sell $1,000 products on autopilot. I have sales funnels that help me sell $20 products. I have a whole bunch of different ones, but the sales funnel that I'm going to show you is going to help you attract those dream clients, get them onto a discovery call or a free consultation call so that you know how to convert them into your next high ticket client. Next, we're going to talk to you about establishing yourself as an expert. So today we dug into creating content and helping your tribe find you and see you as an expert, but we're going to take that to the next level. We're going to show you even deeper how to show up in the right way so you feel really good, you see your own value, and people see that in yourself too. And that way you'll have all of the tools that you need to build a community around what you do. Then I'm going to show you how to sell your programs with ease without feeling salesy. So remember how I just told you how you can sell and it doesn't even feel like selling. It feels like you're talking about your favorite book or your favorite movie. This is how we want you to feel about every single thing that you put out there. And when you feel really, really good about selling becomes easy and effortless. And this is how some of the one-on-one clients that I work with get their first client in the first 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm going to be showing you how to fast forward yourself to success so you can start putting yourself out there and making money as quickly as you're willing to implement and do the work. And week 7, I'm super excited about. Week 7 alone is worth like $5,000 because I'm going to be showing you my exact sales call outline, and this sales call outline is powerful. It works incredibly well. One of my clients used this and closed a $4,000 client on her very first sales call. This sales line outline works amazingly, and it helps you just feel really, really confident on that call so that you don't feel nervous or weird. And talking to your new potential client just feels like you're talking to a friend on your call. And I'm adding in a new module on week 8, and it's going to be an introduction to Facebook ads. So if you don't have an audience right now and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to start my coaching business, but I don't have an audience, I don't know how to get myself out in front of more people, I'm going to be showing you how you can use Facebook ads to get yourself out there, to grow your community, even if you don't have an Instagram following yet, even if you don't have a Facebook community yet. And that way you can get yourself in front of way more people, even faster, in front of thousands of people. Those people can be drawn to your email list, to your Facebook group, to your Instagram, wherever it is that you want them to follow you. They'll come to your live promotions, whatever it is that you're launching. They'll get to know you on a deep level and sign up for your program. So I'm super excited about that. And I have some fast action bonuses for those of you who are action takers. So I know for me, I am an action taker. If I want something, I make that decision right there, and it always works out for me because I follow my intuition, I follow my gut, I take action, and the universe always meets me halfway. And so I want to give back to those of you who are decision makers, those of you who are fast action takers. So if you sign up before Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you're also going to get access to 3 amazing bonuses. So the first bonus is my Instagram 10K training. So this 10K training walks you through step by step by step exactly what I did to hit my first 10K followers on Instagram. I go deep. So I talk about everything from how to position your content, how to create your brand, creating a beautiful aesthetic and mood board. I show you all of my tools for editing my pictures to look super professional and like high end. I show you how to grow your Instagram, how to connect with people, an engagement strategy, a targeting strategy. So it's all in there. And the women who have taken it, who have implemented, have seen incredible results, and their Instagram feeds look absolutely beautiful. So that is one of the 3 bonuses that you're going to get if you sign up before Sunday. All right. Bonus number 2 is my Pinterest to Profits course. So you heard me talk about how Pinterest is a secret weapon for growing the traffic to your website and growing the traffic to your email list. And I have used Pinterest to, right now, I have 1.3 million impressions a month with Pinterest, and I barely touch it. The way that the Pinterest strategy works is completely on autopilot. So every day I'm getting traffic from Pinterest. Every day people are coming to my email list from Pinterest, and I barely have to touch it. Once you do the initial setup and you get it up and running, it's working for you around the clock. So even though I spend the least amount of time on Pinterest, it is one of the main traffic drivers of my business, even more than Instagram. And I have 30,000 followers on Instagram. So Pinterest is super, super powerful. It can do huge things for you in your business and growing your email list and growing your audience. And that's going to be included for you when you sign up before Sunday at 8 p.m. The third bonus, where this bonus, I honestly feel like I should sell it as a completely different program because it is so valuable, and it's going to be a group coaching launch masterclass. So when you join Yes Dream Clients, you're going to be part of a group, a community of women who are attracting dream clients. But if you join before Sunday, April 8th, when you get access to my group coaching launch masterclass, it's going to be a very small group of us. We're going to meet for an hour on Zoom, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to have a successful group coaching launch. I have never had a group coaching launch less than $10,000. I've never had less than 5-figure launch for a group coaching program, even my very first one. Okay. So when you sign up before Sunday, April 8th, you're going to learn how to take your one-on-one program that we're going to be creating in Yes Dream Clients and turn that into a successful group coaching program. And the beautiful thing about launching a group coaching program is you can instantly leverage your time and leverage your knowledge, because instead of just working with one client, you work with a group, which means that the amount of money that you can make from a single launch is literally limitless. Okay. So when you sign up before Sunday, you're going to get access to the entire Yes Dream Clients coaching program. I'm launching it at only $550. It's ridiculous, the amazing price that you're getting for only $550. After April 11th, after the doors close, this is going up to $999, which is actually the price that it should be, but I just love you guys so much, and I would really just love to help you take advantage of this offer and start attracting your first high-ticket clients and start making the money that I know that you deserve. All right, and then if you are a fast action taker, if you sign up right now, you're gonna get access to my Instagram 10K training, where you learn step-by-step how to show up as an influencer, as a coach, or a service-based business owner. You're gonna get that included. You're gonna get Pinterest to Profits included, which is my Pinterest course that helps you grow your Pinterest on autopilot, which is gonna help you grow your email list and your blog traffic or your website traffic on autopilot. And you're gonna get access to the exclusive group coaching launch masterclass, where I'm walking you through step-by-step a 14-day launch process. So if you've ever wanted to launch your group coaching program, but you have no idea how to do it or where to start, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. It's going to be an intimate group of women. And so I'm going to be there to answer your questions, to help you through it, to really help you feel secure about taking your one-on-one program and turning it into an amazing group coaching program that you can launch over and over and over again and grow and scale your business. So those bonuses are going to expire Sunday, April 8th at 8 p.m. That's only 2 days, 22 hours and 49 minutes and 0 seconds. When I looked at the countdown, that is the exact time it is. So I'm here to answer your questions, and I'm going to go through a little exercise that's going to help you with any anxiety about selling or launching. We're going to do a quick tapping exercise at the end, but right now what I want to do is answer any of your questions. So by the way, guys, the Instagram 10K training, that is valued at $700. The Pinterest training is valued at $500, and the group coaching launch program is valued at $450. And when you sign up for Yes Dream Clients for only $550, it sounds like a steal. You're going to get all of that added in at no extra cost. If you were to buy all these programs separately, it would cost you thousands of dollars, right? But if you sign up before Sunday at 8, you're going to get all of it for only $550. Or there's a payment plan option. So just say you're like, Reese, I really want to sign up right now, but I just don't have $550. That's okay. There's a payment plan option, and you can get started for only $200. And then you can just pay $200 for the next 2 months, and you're completely paid off. Also, you're going to get lifetime access to the content in this training. So if you take it now and you want to come back and get a refresher, that content's going to be available to you. And as the business grows, as I release this course again, you're going to get access to all the updates. So even if it becomes like a $30,000 value in there, because you bought it today at $550, you're going to get access to that content for life. So imagine what it would feel like to easily be able to really understand who is it that you want to sell, who are your dream clients, and know how to communicate with them and have the confidence to show up as the expert that you know that you are, sell whatever it is that you're selling, promote whatever it is promoting, and easily attract the money that you know you deserve for the knowledge that you already have to create a business out of what you love. I want you to understand that when I started my business, I didn't know half of the stuff that I know right now. I started really just wanting to inspire people. I had my own story of how I used to have low self-esteem and I didn't have confidence, and that's how I started my blog. I started interviewing people who became successful. From there, I grew my community and people started to reach out and ask me, how did you grow your blog? And so that's how I started to coach people. I grew my membership site and more people wanted to know how I did it. So all you have to do is really hone in on what do you love to do? What makes you happy? What makes you feel fulfilled? You can follow that and you can teach people who are a few steps behind you how to do it. And this is the future, guys. Like, this is where the world is going. More and more people are creating online businesses. More and more people are creating an incredible amount of money online from doing what they love. And so you can be one of the first. You can get in on this and you can really understand how this whole process works, or you can continue to look at other people on Instagram who are doing it and wondering, when is it going to be time for me? This is your chance. I remember when I was looking at people who are successful on Instagram and traveling the world and had all this freedom and could wake up when they wanted and made all the money that they wanted. And I kept wondering, when will I be able to do that? How will I be able to do that? And it wasn't until I invested in myself. And of course, that was way more expensive than this one. And I didn't have the money to spend. I put it on a credit card and I was really, really afraid. But what I told myself was, I said, I'm not going to ask myself if I can afford this. I'm going to ask myself, how can I afford this? And so what I did was I invested and then I did the work. I showed up and I made sure that I made that investment back, and I made that investment back tenfold. Because of doing that, because of believing in myself, implementing, doing the work, putting myself out there, I've been able to create a completely freedom-based business. My first full-time year in business last year, I traveled to Bali, Nicaragua. I made 6 figures. I spoke at Girl Boss Rally. I was featured in Nylon and Flare. I had all of these incredible experiences. The year before that, I was working in a 9-to-5. I had no idea that all of this was going to be able to happen for me. And the reason that it happened was because I made a choice. I went all in for myself. I decided that I was valuable enough, that my dreams were valuable enough, and that no one else was going to do it for me. I had to do it for myself. So that is why I created this. I have seen courses that are 5 times more like the cost and have a fraction of the content that I'm putting in here for you. The content that I've put in there for you is right to the point. It's completely actionable. You'll know exactly what to do. All the women who have gone through the program have had incredible results. And so I'm super excited to offer it for you at this amazing introductory rate. And this is the only time you're going to see it at this low price point. So let me hop into the questions and then we will hop into a tapping exercise. Okay, so Beatrice, you're so inspiring. Thank you, love. Welcome to the collective, by the way. Chudney is saying, will you still be able to get the bonuses if you choose the payment plan before Sunday? Yes, so sign up before Sunday to make sure you get in. The bonuses expire Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm like such an early bird, so I like to get in. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to forget. So get in as soon as you can. But yes, you can select the payment plan. And as long as you get in before Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, you will get the bonuses. So excited to see you. Chenny says, this sounds so amazing. I would love to work with you. Vanessa says, ooh, love the group coaching masterclass. Yes, Vanessa, you are an Yes Dream client, so you're going to get access to that. And I'm super excited. The content for that is like amazing. And it's so easy step by step. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to do the masterclass for you guys and just really show you how to rock it and then see all your amazing results and then probably launch that as something separate down the road too. But for now, you guys, like, honestly, the amount of value that you get, I would say it's probably around $3,000 or $4,000 worth of value that you guys are getting for $550. Like, I might be a little bit crazy, but I just love you guys so much. I've seen you doing the work. I've seen you putting the time in. I know how much you want this. And so I wanted to make it really, really easy for you to get in, to get started, to start building this business that you really want to create. So Vanessa's saying super excited. Sabrina's saying yes. Diana's saying yes. Beja's saying yes. Lakeisha's saying yes. Chandler's saying yes. Okay, you guys are all saying yes. So you'll see the link, guestsupply.co/dream-clients. You need to say dash, not slash. I'm going to put that in there for you. It is pinned. If you guys have any questions on the program, let me know. You can go to the site and see it all. And in a couple of minutes, I'm just going to see if you guys have any questions. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to take you through a tapping exercise. And guys, we still have one more day of the challenge. So I'm super excited. But I want to see some of you guys joining. I want to see some of you guys in the course, and it's going to be super fun to work with you. And the sooner you get in, the sooner you get into the group, and you can actually just start asking me questions right off the bat. And the first module of Yes Dream Clients is already there waiting for you. The workbook is already there waiting for you, so you can get started. So if you're like me and you're a fast action taker and you're just like, yes, I'm ready to build this business. Let's do this. You can just get started right now. Hop right in there. You can even get started on the payment plan. Hop right in there and start doing the work. So I'm just going to have a drink of water. Okay. So Andrew's saying, I will catch the replay later. Bijou saying, I never even knew Pinterest could be such an amazing tool. Let's see if there's any new comments. Melissa saying, Reese gives so much value. Thanks, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, Melissa is in one of my other programs. And she's my Reiki lady. All right, cool. So what I'm going to show you guys now then, I don't see any questions. What I'm going to show you guys now is a really cool little tapping exercise. So this is going to be really helpful for you if you are maybe about to sell a new product, or sell a new service, or maybe you're doing a live stream for the first time and you're feeling a little bit nervous about it, right? You're like, oh my God, can I really offer value? Are people going to show up? Are people going to be interested in what it is that I have to offer, right? And so I'm just going to walk you through the coaching product. Cool. What did I just say? Coaching program. I'm just going to walk you through the tapping exercise. Sorry, I just saw someone just signed up for another program that I have, my coaching certification. So welcome. I think that was Bijou. Was it? I can't tell if that's your name or not. Maybe it's someone else. But anyway, someone just signed up for my certification course that's coming. So that's great. All right, cool. So guys, let's get into this. Tapping. So a lot of you guys probably already know what tapping is if you've been following me for a while. And so what essentially happens is that we have all these different energy meridian points on the body. And if you are feeling a negative emotion, if you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling frustrated, Tammy is saying, so looking forward to this. Tammy, I hope to see you in the program. Bijou, was that you? Okay, I'm super excited to have you at the certification. It's going to be so much fun to have you. Cool. Yay. Now you have 10 women in my certification. That's happening in November. Bye. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we have all these different energy meridians on our body. Bijou, you're going to learn this. And essentially, if we're feeling a negative emotion, if we're feeling frustrated, if we're feeling scared, or if we're feeling fearful, it's because our energy is a little bit blocked up. Also, the energy in our body is relating to the outside world. So if we're allowing energy to flow in our body, we're allowing more abundance to flow into our lives too. We're allowing more positive things to flow into our lives. So we want to make sure that we're staying in tune with the different energy points in our body. We're tapping out any negative things that we're feeling, any negative things that we're going through. And instantly it makes you feel so much better. So if I'm ever feeling nervous, stressed out, negative, whatever it is, you know, when you kind of just like wake up in a funky mood, if I ever feel like that, I literally just tap and I feel better. So let's tap on, you guys are meeting each other. Vanessa's in the certification too. So let's tap on feeling nervous about showing up. All right, so you guys can, Well, this whole week of live stream is going to be included as a bonus as in Yes Stream client. So if you're in there, you'll be able to go back through and watch this again. But you can kind of remember this. I'm going to show you how to tap for if you're feeling nervous about showing up. So maybe you're launching a new product, a new course, maybe you're doing a live stream or a webinar and you're feeling a little bit nervous. We're going to tap on that. So what you do is you want to get really connected with your feelings of being a little bit nervous. So you want to say, and you want to tap right here to kind of set it up. So you want to say, even though I'm feeling nervous, I completely and totally love and accept myself. And allow that feeling of nervousness to come up, because as it comes up, you're going to just allow yourself to let go of it. So hopefully you guys are going through this with me. So you want to say, even though I'm feeling nervous, I completely and totally love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling nervous, I completely and totally love and accept myself, right? And so now we've kind of brought up that feeling of nervousness. Now what we want to do is we want to tap on the meridian points in the body, all the different acupuncture points in the body, and we'll release that feeling of nervousness. And you guys are going to feel amazing after you do this. So we just start up at the top of the head and we say, even though I'm feeling nervous about showing up online and showing up as the best version of myself, I completely and totally love and accept myself. Even though I'm worried about feeling rejected, I'm worried that things are not going to work out the way that I want them, and I'm feeling really nervous about how things are going, I completely and totally love and accept myself. And usually after one, I feel better already. I'm like, I was already feeling good, but now I'm feeling better, right? So then you start up at the top again until you feel amazing. So you can go, even though I'm feeling really nervous about this new launch or about this new live stream, and I'm feeling very worried that it's not going to work out how I want it to, I completely and totally love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really nervous about this new thing, Vanessa saying feeling good, about this new thing that I'm about to do, about stepping into my power. And by the way, this is just under my collarbone. I just like to go like this because if I touch my face, there's makeup and then I don't want to get on my shirt. About this new thing that I'm embarking on, I completely and totally love and accept myself. And I always feel amazing after I do it. It's the coolest shit ever. All right. And then what you can do is if you start to feel good, you can actually replace the negative things that you were saying with positive things, right? And so we're kind of tapping in more positive feelings. So I could say, even though I was nervous before, I know my potential. I know that I'm capable of doing incredible things. I know that I will be accepted for the work that I do. I know that I have a gift and I can help people. And I completely and totally love and accept myself while doing it. When I step fully into my power, I will recognize myself at my full potential, and so will the world. And I know when I take a big leap for myself, the universe always shows up and supports me. And so I'm going to continue to show up and feel really good about moving forward in my life. And I completely and totally love and accept myself. Okay, now I feel super good. Like, I feel so good. It's going to be hard for me to sleep tonight because I feel amazing. Okay, hopefully it's not hard for you guys to sleep tonight. So that is a great little exercise for you to do if you're feeling nervous about showing up, if you're feeling nervous about anything, about doing a public speaking endeavor, about doing a live stream, a webinar, sending an email. You can use tapping. It's also called emotional freedom techniques for anything. And you can even use it for positive things. So I've done a lot of exercises for my past clients and women in the collective of tapping for abundance. You can tap in positive energy so you can attract more money into your life. So the opportunities and the options for tapping are completely endless. So guys, that is the end of the live stream today. It was super, super fun hanging out with you. Today we talked about how to attract the clients you're meant to serve using practical strategies. So I talked all about, thank you, Bijou, feeling so much better now. Can't wait to learn more in November. I'm so excited to have you. So we talked about practical strategies that you can start to use to build your tribe. So to get yourself out there, to build your Facebook group, to build your blog, to build your email list. And now it's up for you to implement, to get yourself out there and to actually start talking to those people. So at first, you'll feel a little bit scared and nervous, but then before you know it, it's going to become easy and effortless for you. Beatrice saying, I love it. I'm pregnant and I'm baby sure baby is wondering what the heck is going on. Yeah, don't tap too close to the belly, okay? That's really funny. So we talked about connecting your offer, service, and products to your tribe and ideal clients. We talked about building your tribe, and we talked about some growth and attraction strategies. So make sure when you're creating your content, it's in alignment with your program, it's in alignment with your services, so that when you're putting out that free content, you're attracting the right type of people. So when you launch your product or services, it's ready for them to go into the next thing. They're ready to take that next step, okay? That's a really, really important thing to do. Make sure that you're being strategic, because your time is valuable, right? You're putting a lot of energy and time into creating your content. So you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing for you and your business so you can continue to see the growth that you want. And for you guys who are interested in joining Yes Dream Clients, I'm super excited to have you. So you can click on the link that I pinned, inspire.yessupply.co/dreamclients. The bonuses are going to expire on the 8th of April. So the bonuses include the Instagram 10K course, the Pinterest to Profits course, and then the bonus masterclass with me that shows you how to launch a successful group coaching program. And just to run through everything that you're going to get in the program again, you are going to get access to Module 1, which is creating content impact and the mindset habits of being a leader in your space. How to identify your dream clients, narrow down your niche, and get to know them on a personal level. How to turn your knowledge and purpose into high-ticket packages and products that sell. How to create masterful sales funnels. So actually taking that package and then knowing how to sell it on autopilot, or to get people into your calls with you, your discovery calls. How to establish yourself as an expert and build a community around what you do. How to sell your programs with ease and grace without feeling salesy. Mastering the art of your sales calls. And then at the end, I'm going to add in a bonus new course that is the Intro to Facebook Ads. You can start to expand your reach even if you don't have an audience yet. So those fast action bonuses are going to expire on Sunday. The program doors are closing so that we can launch and get started with all the women in the program on the 11th of April. And this is the best time to get in on the program, because after that, the program price is going up to $9.99. This is the launch special, but this is going to be the last time that you get the opportunity to join at this incredible low price. So I'm super excited to work with you. You're going to get access to a Facebook group, so you can chat with me, you can chat with other women in the program, you can get the support that you need to be successful. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be popping in later or tomorrow morning to answer them. I'm super excited to see you in the program. And don't forget, tomorrow is the last day of the challenge. The challenge is not done yet. So tomorrow we're talking all about manifesting and metaphysical strategies to help you attract the clients and customers that you want on a multi-dimensional level. So it's going to be super fun. And if you loved all the quantum stuff that I talked about and the law of attraction stuff that I talked about, we're going to go even deeper on that tomorrow. Plus I'm going to have a really cool exercise for you. So for today, your homework is to start getting yourself out there. Okay. You have your packages, or you have a loose idea of your packages. Hopefully I'll see you in Yes Dream Clients to help you really get those tight knit. But what I want you to do is start getting yourself out there, start creating content and sharing it with the world. And remember that 80-20 rule. Okay, guys? So this was super fun. Do you have any questions? I will check on them later. Vanessa says, so happy to be in the Dream Clients. The content is golden. Thank you, love. And you ladies have an amazing evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.